you start to almost like play into the stereotypes a little bit because of the desperation to want to be accepted. I remember, people would refer to me as a banana. You're yellow on the outside, white on the inside, and at times it's a little perverse, but you almost take that as a compliment. You think, hey, that's great. Like they're seeing me as one of them. My parents moved to the U.S. when I was around, I think 2 or 3, and we settled in Alabama of all places, which is not by any means very racially progressive. And I experienced what I think I best categorize as feelings of sort of shame and embarrassment for my background and who I was, because I had such a deep desire to just assimilate into this country and be accepted. When I looked around, there weren't any people that looked like me. I think I had a handful of other Asians in my entire high school. And so you start to lose sight of your identity a little bit, as opposed to, hey, maybe we should get to know you for who you are and understand your background and your culture, and everything that you're about. And a lot of that, I think, was really just an effort to not be called, names and experience all the different types of microaggression that you've heard of, that you've seen in movies, that pretty much exist to, I think, most Asian people growing up in America, right? Like I've been called a chink. I've been, called some form of ching chong. I've had my name mispronounced multiple times, and then had people joke about it, and without wanting to figure out the right way to say it. I had a middle school basketball game where you could hear the other bench say, like, you don't need to defend him because he can't see the basket. And at times, like, you just sort of become numb to it, because that's just, you just wanted to be successful in America. You wanted to grow up and be part of this country, and you just accepted that microaggression was necessary because you were different. And I think a lot of those feelings, when you combine it with, again, what you're taught culturally to do, and sometimes not feel those feelings and not dig into those and cause any commotion, they just become second nature to you, and you don't understand how it harms you internally until when you're an adult and you start to process that more. In the past, one of the challenges in this country is that people take shortcuts. They play into stereotypes, and they don't take the time to get to know who you are. And you're starting to see that, because when people have hate, there's an easy shortcut, and it's to blame people that have, that are not like you, that you can feel sort of strong from by abusing and taking advantage of. I think you see the statistics where the majority of people getting hurt from hate crimes are Asian women, and that's because of the stereotype that's been fueled that Asian women are not strong. And I can tell you that couldn't be farther from the truth. My mother is the strongest person one of the strongest people I know, and to think that she would be the target because culturally, and whether it's in entertainment and Hollywood or whatever the cause is that has made her a likely target, it's just not okay. It's not humane.